to Mindfully Spiritual. I am here to give you a general reading for the collective. They tend to be more about spiritual growth or healing of trauma, because I was a therapist in another life. I still coach because I like that, but I really love this because this gives us so much to work with, and it can be used individually. No matter what is going on in here, you will get a message. If you're here, there's something here for you. Spirit has brought you here. So, on that note, let's just get right to it. Okay, we have vast vistas. Expand your horizons. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Let's picture a family. Let's see. Ooh, fogged in. Go slow. Take your time. Okay. So with vast vistas, right? What is it? Expand your horizon. So it sounds like, or the message I'm receiving is that perhaps you're thinking too small. And that whatever you're moving towards or looking at needs a much bigger view, right? So perhaps you have some goals that are a little too small for you. That's kind of cool. I don't know why I'm doing that one, but we'll do this one now. Infinite abundance, it particularly shows family. So, this says that some of your abundance comes from your home, whether that is your home that you grew up in or born in, or whatever is home for you. So that abundance could be, you could have abundance because you have a lot of friends who actually are like your family. I call that family of choice. And perhaps you are abundant with those people, those relationships. Perhaps you are abundantly smart or abundantly creative or intuitive. Got to look around and see what that abundance is that you have at the moment. And then the last one is fogged in. So it looks like as you're moving forward, there's going to be some slowdowns. Like you're not seeing everything in front of you. So you want to go slow, right? When you're driving in the fog, you go slowly, you change your lighting, you do what you need to be able to take things slow so you don't get, hit a rock or something that you didn't see. All right, I would like to hear the rest of what Spirit has to say today. Okay. Conscious is the moon. Ooh, Tower. And King of Swords, and Knight of Wands, and Nine of Cups, Page of Swords, High Priestess, Ace of Cups, Magician, Three of Swords, and Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Luck is turning, right? All right, let's see what we need. A little bit of clarification here. So, Moon, the Tower. All right, can you give me some clarification of the Tower, please? Ooh, thank you. Ace of Pentacles, okay. And the King of Swords, one for the King of Swords, thank you. Seven of Pentacles, okay. Can we have one for Ace of Cups? Ooh, too many. Too many. We'll put that back in and try again, right? Okay. I am looking for I would like one for the Ace of Cups. That was it. Ace of Swords. Okay. Magician, Three of Swords. Can I have one for Three of Swords, please? Thank you. Two of Cups. Okay. And one more for Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So your unconscious is, and I'm gonna say there's some fear coming up for you. Perhaps because as you are moving forward, and like I said, you may be thinking too small. So maybe that's a little scary to you. Maybe you are thinking it's just easier if I just, I don't want to draw too much attention. I'll just do this. But it looks to me like that is not what Spirit's asking you to do. Spirit's asking you to step up, and that you are, there is a fated incident. You are fated to do this, actually, because the Tower is a complete destruction in service of starting again, moving forward. So there is a complete, a loss maybe, because even as we move forward and we gain things, we often lose at the same time. So it's a both and in this case, it looks to me like you are starting out small, and that's okay, because it's reliable, you're stable, you're moving towards the place Spirit's asking you to. I'll say some of that is your heart. You want to make sure that your heart is open and that you are using your voice as well. The challenge here is to be like the King of Swords. So the challenge is to be very clear. Yes, you want to use your intuition, and you want to create strategy because you are born to lead. You will be leading others. You'll be leading them in truth, with integrity, and cloaked in the messages that Spirit wants you to receive. So the challenge looks to me like you may actually be learning, you may be learning some new skills. You have to be patient as you are beginning on this path, because you have planted some seeds, and it looks like some things are starting to show growth, but you still have, we're at a page of, Seven of Pentacles, and we're not quite there yet, right? We're some steps away from being able to think clearly and strategize. We do use our intuition and our emotion, but you're being asked to focus with your intellect. That is the piece that you're challenged by right now. And you have beliefs about being self-empowered. And when you have an inspiration, you are ready to move forward. You would like to move forward on this creative spark, whatever it is that's sparked for you. And it looks to me like it is a very creative endeavor, and you do understand that it is by being empowered, by understanding that your power comes from within. It comes from how you relate to what's going on around you, right? It's not about what happens to us that gives us power or for us. It's how we relate to it. So if you are relating in a way that is creative, confident, moving forward, you don't want to be impulsive, moving forward, and you're passionate. Now, you already had a pretty satisfying life. So the challenge is because you are moving on to the next step. You are up leveling, right? Because you are have met most of your wishes. You've met some things. You've gotten what you wanted accomplished in certain areas, and now, excuse me, sorry. And now you are being challenged, and you have moved forward. So it looks to me like you are ready to get moving. You are setting up your protection for yourself. You're standing your ground with your new inspiration, and you are empowered. You may be still learning in the learning path, but excuse me, but you've become clear. You've received some clarity. You may actually be receiving a message, whether it's from spirit, whether you hear somebody talking, whether there's something you hear in this reading or on the street that sounds like a message to you. If you hear words and they really somehow impact you, for me, I get like a kerthump in my heart, or they'll repeat in my head. Sometimes it's just this inner knowing. I hear something and I think, ooh, it just immediately goes to what I'm being told. Like, you know, one time after a therapy session, I was tired, feeling pretty emotional, and the next song when I turned on the radio was, "Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier," and it was clear to me that that was a message. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. So that's an example of what I'm talking about. So you may be receiving that message. Like I said, might be through me, might be through another reader. Just be open to whatever message it is that Spirit wants you to attend to. And you are really beginning to trust your intuition. Like, you are, you understand how your intuition is speaking to you on some levels, and that is deepening. You're also, you have a deep knowing as well. And so that's part of what Spirit wants you to tap into. That's what's coming up, is that you are really moving forward, and your intuition, that little voice, however you experience your intuition, that is trying to give you a message. It's trying to tell you, you already know. And you are, okay. So, and it looks to me like you are seeing this as a new beginning in manifestation, a new beginning in how you communicate, and how you communicate, I'm gonna say spiritual truths, because that's what I'm receiving. So you are beginning to offer yourself, put yourself there, and you are starting to have some clarity, and you are starting to understand these gifts that you have, that you are asked to bring out to the world. And this tells me that you're on the right path. You're definitely on the right path. You're finding some infinite abundance, but you really, really, really need to remember that this is a journey. You're never gonna get there. The whole thing is a journey. And the energy that you have that is existing around you for this challenge really says to me that you have everything you need. There isn't something you're waiting for before you can move forward. You can, and you are moving forward in alignment. You have the ability to come up with your own resources. You can, turn water into wine. You can use what you have to co-create the life that you want, and that is available to you right now. This says that perhaps there's a little bit of heartache that you're still attending to, and it looks to me that that's about love and cups. Let's get one more. Can I have one more, please, for this? Thank you. Okay. So there may be some heartache that you are still struggling with around starting out, and I'm gonna say that this is really saying to me, that you have not always had it easy in relationships. And I don't mean necessarily doesn't have to be a love relationship, could be friendships, could be work partnerships, colleagues, but it looks to me like there's been some suffering in that area, and that it's time for you to balance that. It's time for you to find some harmony around how to be with others. It's kind of funny. Today I put up my post for today on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook was about relationships and how are you cultivating your relationships. So this is actually showing me, to some degree, that's a good thing for you to do right now, is to take some time, look at the places that you've been hurt in relationship, all relationships. Is there any particular theme that sticks through it? Is it that you have trouble being in harmony with people? Do you stick with your own ideas and have trouble working with others? Do you feel worried that you're going to be overpowered? You know, it's based on your childhood and experiences that you have been conditioned to expect at this point. And so it looks to me like you have some expectation of heartbreak. And that this is really about coming to some harmonious relationships. I still am going to say this is about probably work, not about a love relationship. And really, Spirit's saying, take that time, meditate, contemplate, reflect, journal, whatever you need to do to find, maybe you can find that thread. Excuse me. And your luck is changing. So if you've had good luck, not going to have great luck. But it looks to me like you are moving. This is also divine timing for me. Wheel of Fortune means that sometimes things have to line up in your life or another person's life if they're involved too. An example of my girlfriend and I connected, and when we connected, it was amazing. It was as if we had known each other before. Now, I had been married and divorced, and her partner passed away, of an illness. So her partner had to pass, and I had to choose to get out of my relationship before we could connect. Now, of course, at the time, you don't know any of that, right? So when you're looking ahead and you're saying, when are things going to change? Well, they're changing now. For sure, that Wheel of Fortune says they're changing now. But there may be some divine timing. So there may be some pieces you don't know that you have to wait for. It was clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is, overthinking. So perhaps you have been overthinking this. And so you're being asked to stop it. Stop overthinking. You're so close to the end of this cycle, to getting rid of that analysis paralysis. So please, please, please keep going. And know that also, as I've said about messages, you may be somebody who receives dream messages or messages through your dreams. So if you don't already, you may want to come up with a journal by the bed so that when you wake up, write whatever comes to your head. Anything you can think of, what things look like, sound like, feel like, smell like, taste like everything that you can from that dream, and then put it away. Because then when you come back to it, you may be able to find some connections. Also, if you have a repeating dream, it gives you information. And I'm not particularly good at following up. I do get messages in my dream. I don't always write them down. So I'm working on that. So Spirit's encouraging us both to do that. Excuse me. All right, I want to ask, where do we go after that? From there, where are we going to be going? Where are we going to be going from there? Just quickly. Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the World. You will be successful. You'll get there. But you've got to keep going, keep working at what you need, keep protecting yourself, standing your ground. Got the message again. So there is something that you need to stand your ground about. And that actually may be associated with how you are in relationship, right? So I think there may be something to that. Spend some time thinking about what are the relationships that you have how do they work for you and what parts of them work for you? Because one of the things I've been receiving is, for me, a message will be, somebody will be coming in, a teacher is coming in, a powerful teacher for me. So I'm kind of excited. And I need to be open to that, to see what's around me. And it's part of it is because I have been playing too small. Hence the message. See how that works? Because, you know, fear. We get fearful when we're doing something new. And so we have to feel that fear and do it anyway, because there is really no failure. You just learn. You know, when you fuck up, you take a look at it. What did I do? What could I do better? And there you go. Okay. So let's look at what the obstacles and blocks, please. Okay. I need to shuffle. Okay, obstacles and blocks, please. There. Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So some blocks. All right, can I have, yeah, no. So the Page of Pentacles is usually somebody who's pretty charming and romantic and likes the good things. It is also representative of an inner child. So there may be some inner child work. That seems to be a common theme. So there may be some inner child work, and you are also, the spirit has been trying to reach you to get a message to you, but you've been missing it. So there may be some surprise information. Remember, it said you may be receiving some information or message. This also confirms that. So that may be part of the divine timing. Perhaps you haven't even received the message yet. You need to get started. You need to see the gifts that you've been given and use those gifts in your manifestation and movement process. All of who you are is given to you, given to us, so that we can serve others, so that we can be a unique expression of spirit. We're all connected. So whatever gifts you were given in terms of resources, in terms of, like I said, you know, maybe you're a math person and that's something you've been ignoring, and you're extremely strong and have really great gifts in that area, and you're not using it all. So Spirit is saying there's some gift that you are not using that you need to use. Keep that in mind. And it says you need to be able to do this in a reliable way. So you can't overburden yourself, but you need to be somebody who is stable, has a good foundation, and some of that is time. You know, it's going to take some time to build. And this is saying that part of what's blocking you is that you are, you know, here's the king. Excuse me. Here's the king, and you're thinking too small. You're not thinking as big as the king. You are born to be a leader here on earth. I don't know what you're going to be leading. Some community, some group of people, some work, some family, not sure. But you are meant to be leading, and that's something that you are going to be stepping up into. So keep an eye out for making sure you're creating a reliable, stable foundation. Okay. Actions and advice, please. 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and 9 of Cups. Woo! Okay. Do the thing. Do the thing that you have been wanting to do maybe since you're a kid. But it's something that opens you up to community. It's something that allows you to share your gifts with your community. So you want to be looking where you're going and drop those extra burdens. It looks to me like simplify things. Stop doing the things that aren't going to further you in the direction you choose to go. Sorry guys, asthma, it's acting up. And so the actions are that you are sitting pretty right now. And because of that, you have gifts that you can offer others. So Spirit is asking you to do that. Bring those forward. Offer those to other people. And it looks to me like that is, you are made to do something that you've wanted, a wish you wanted for a long time. Because you are sitting pretty here. So you are receiving exactly what you're meant for. And messages from your higher self. I don't know why I did that. Boy. Okay. So. All right. Can I have one from Four of Wands, please? Thank you. Page of Swords. Okay. And one for Death, please. Woo! Thank you. Justice and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And one for Temperance, please. Thank you. Chariot. So I will also say that this may be a relationship. This might be a twin flame, because this is one of the twin flame cards, Four of Wands, 11. So it may be that it is a twin flame that is going to be bringing these messages and possibly helping you to get some clarity. So the relationship might be, there may be some assistance from someone who is a twin flame, your twin flame. If you're not in that relationship, that's coming. If you are in that relationship, then you are going to be receiving some clarity, and that relationship helps you to stand your ground and be empowered. It's given you the understanding to protect yourself and to offer truth, and to be very clear when you communicate. And then death, right? So death is an ending, and it usually means it's a pretty big transformation. Can be a spiritual awakening, which you could be hitting another level of spiritual awakening. And this is saying that there is some justice to this, which usually refers to legal situations or the law. It also can be referring to a karmic situation, in that justice that's fair is based on karma. You make a choice and there are consequences. So good or bad, it doesn't matter. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying if you make a choice, there's a consequence. If you make one choice, then you've abandoned another choice, right? So there's always some consequence. And there may be some legal consequences with a female, a mother in your life. There may be some legal endings of a relationship in your life. Also, there might be the understanding that you are the only one who can take care of yourself. And by take care of yourself, I mean make sure you're eating right, make sure you're getting sleep, make sure you're having fun. Work if you need to work. Be creative. Like somebody who, you can't be looking to somebody else to take care of you, basically, right? That's that inner kid. Sometimes we think when we didn't get as children, we're still looking for. We are the one we're looking for, and that's this feels to me like that might be a truth that you've received, that you're going to understand, is that it is time for you to do the taking care of yourself, and that is part of what's going to move you forward. And it also is saying, you know, again with the balance, temperance is about perfect balance. And it's about also balancing the duality we have in this world, male, female, black and white, yes and no. Most things are an in-between. And we try to clarify things and move them down to yes or no. And maybe it's a maybe. And so this is saying that you want to be clear on what your boundaries are, and you want to make sure you're driving in the direction you want to go. So put your focus and your will, your energy towards the direction that you're going. And don't let anybody take you off that. Don't let anybody tip you over off that, because you deserve that. All right, peeps. So it looks like we got some great stuff coming. We just need to go slow, be careful about where we're stepping, and keep reflecting back on where we've been and what we might need to change, to shift. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. And I hope that this brings you some messages, either affirmation, confirmation, or perhaps an insight. And if you did like this, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, because, you know, trying to get this stuff out there, people need to hear it. Okay, take care, and I'll see you next time.